and DHCP. So last session we discussed about network services like syslog, NTP, and DHCP. Along with one topic we have discussed about this what HSRP, VRRP, GLBP. So the three protocols we call it is a FHRP protocol. First hop redundancy protocol. So group of protocols which provide the gateway redundancy when HSRP can provide VRRP and GLBP. The difference is HSRP is a Cisco proprietary protocol, VRRP is a open standard, and GLBP is a Cisco. Okay. Like when you have a single gateway, a single router, is a single point of failure. If it's a win, rebooted or restarted, no communication. So to eliminate, to avoid single point of failure, generally we use a backup. So redundancy is required. So once you have the redundancy router, backup router, the gateway issues, multiple gateways is there. So always you have to keep on changing gateway 1, gateway 2 like this. This is a problem. So to manage the multiple gateways, we have some protocols that is HSRP, VRRP, and GLBP. So what exactly these protocols are doing? So these protocols are going to manage your network. Have two routers. It's combining together and creating one virtual router. In two routers, in multiple routers, it's going to create like a active and standby model. So which device is active router, which one is a active mains? Router with highest priority will be active. Router with second highest priority will be standby. Right? If priority is the same for both devices, so which is active and which is standby? And which router ups become the primary? Right? So this election process based upon the hello package or routers are exchanging for every 3 seconds. So what is the role of active router? Active router role is what? Active router actively forwards users traffic to internet. And active router send the hello packet. And active router will share the virtual IP address, virtual MAC address. This is the role of active router. So what's the role of standby router? So standby router is a backup for active. Whenever standby router is not receiving hello packets up to 10 seconds, then standby router will will consider, okay, something went wrong for active router. So it is going to take the role of active one forwards the user traffic. This is an active one standby model. So this HSRP protocol will work between Cisco to Cisco devices, and if it is Cisco and non-Cisco devices, we have one more protocol is virtual router redundancy protocol, which is VRRP. So VRRP is a open standard protocol. Okay. So this is the topic last class we have discussed, and today let me discuss one more redundancy topology. So here R1 router, R1 is connected to ISP1 is Airtel, connected to via serial 0/0. If it's a fails, no internet. Like for redundancy purpose, I'm using one more ISP2 from BSNL. So this BSNL link is connected to interface is a serial 0/1 interface. ISP1 is my primary link. is a 80 Mbps link. ISP2 is a backup only for temporary redundancy purpose. So let me make use here 10 Mbps link. So finally, our destination is what? Internet. Your traffic had to reach with internet. Here all ISPs, ISP1, ISP2, all service providers are connected to internet. So now you tell me guys, like what is the configuration is a must in your R1 router for LAN users traffic to reach internet? Generally, LAN users to reach internet, what configuration is must? Like LAN users traffic to reach unknown destinations. Where destination is unknown, what configuration is required, guys? Yes. Can you hear me, guys? Global configuration. So which routing we require? Remember, like LAN traffic to reach unknown destination, we used to configure what routing? Default routing, right? Perfect. So what's the configuration command for default routing? In R1. So try to focus on it, guys. In R1 router 1 configuration mode. IP route destination network ID. What's the destination network ID for default routing? 0.0.0.0. Subnet mask 0.0.0. Now, what is the exit interface? For R1 router to reach internet, we have a two links, right? I can reach via 0/0 and we can reach via 0/1. We have a two routes. Like out of two routes, which is a, so which route you need to use? 0/0. Okay, right. So if I define the command serial 0/0 IP route network ID subnet mask serial 0/0. Okay. Now traffic is going to via which interface, guys? Now my network traffic can go via serial 0/0 with 80 Mbps, right? Okay. Like after some time, if my link is being failed, serial 0/0 is being failed. Now LAN users can reach internet? No. Why? So why? Because we have configured only one link. The traffic is going via 0/0 only. If the link is being failed, no communication. So now if the link is being failed, no communication, right? Then how we can reach the internet? Already we have the backup link is available, right? Already we have ISP2 is there, but still we cannot access the internet, right? So what we need to do means, again, we need to configure one more command. So again, let me configure now, traffic can go via 0/1. So after defining this command, now traffic is going to via which interface? Serial 0/1 with how much speed? 10 Mbps. Like after some time, again my 80 Mbps link is being activated. Then how we can get 80 Mbps link? Again, we have to change. Now interface is what? Serial 0/. If again my link is being failed, again have to change 0/1. So this is the problem when you have a two links to reach one destination. Are you getting my point exactly here? So actually to reach internet, we have a 2 points, exit points, 0/0/0/1. If I configure 0/0, so traffic is going via 0/0, okay, fine. But if it's a fails, again manually we need to reconfigure, right? is the problem. Then how to manage it? Let me do one thing. Shall I configure like this? Again, I'm writing one more route, like two routes. Serial 0/0 as well as 0/1. Shall I configure like this, guys? 0/0 and 0/1. Why? What was the problem? If you configure like this, what is the problem? So if we define the two exit points, now traffic is going via 0/0 as well as 0/1 both, right? Then what is to happen? So when traffic is going via 0/0, 80 Mbps link speed. When traffic is going via 0/1, it's only 10 Mbps. Okay. So finally, destination is a. We don't have any proper communication. No, it's unreliable communication. The traffic going, one packet is via 80 Mbps, one packet via 10 Mbps, one packet 80 Mbps, one packet 10 Mbps. See, I'm not talking about the gateway. Gateway is only one gateway. From WAN ports, I'm talking WAN redundancy. WAN ports. Okay. So my destination is a facebook.com. I'm typing the fb.com. The traffic exit points are 2 points. So one packet 80 Mbps, one packet 10 Mbps, one packet 10 Mbps, one packet 10 Mbps, like this. So it's unreliable communication. But we can do one thing. The thing is what? If your backup link is also 80 Mbps, then you can configure like this. Then it's okay. Then I can recommend like this. By serial 0/0, 0/1, both links same speed, right? Then it's good. But your manager can recommend both links are 80 Mbps? No. Why? Because so primary link is 80 Mbps, like one second link is what? Only for backup. Then why we need to maintain the 80 Mbps? For two links we need to pay. For two links we need to maintain. High expensive. It's not recommended. So if you have the 80 Mbps link and 10 Mbps link, then this configuration is not in use. Not recommended. How can manage this? How? Let me go back to routing part. In one R1 router, example in this router, have configured RIP, have configured OSPF, have configured static routing also. Out of three routing part, which routing will work now? RIP, OSPF or static? Which routing will work? OSPF. Why? See, RIP is configured, OSPF is configured, static is configured. In one router, multiple routing protocols is running. Now, out of three, which routing will work? Come on. So when multiple routing protocols is running in one router, administrative distance will come in the picture. You remember it? AD value, administrative distance for RIP is 120, for OSPF is 110, for static is what? 1. Then which protocol will work here? Static routing or RIP or OSPF? Static routing, right? Lesser AD value, higher the priority. Static will work now. Okay. So here also, the problem is here also, the thing is have a two routing is a route 1, route 2, two routes is it. So two routes are static routes. So static routes AD value is 1. So second static route also AD value is what? 1. But out of two, which is the primary link and which is the secondary link? 0/0 is my primary link, 0/1 is my secondary link. Then what I'm doing is I'm going to configure higher administrative distance than primary route. So for secondary route, let me configure AD value is a 10. I've changed AD value is what? 10. For primary route, AD value is what? 1. Now, out of two routes, which route will work, guys? Now, which route will work? 0/1. No, no. 0/0. Lesser AD value, right? So this is the AD value is 1. This is AD value is what? 10. So which route will work? The traffic can go by a 0/0. So whenever 0/0 is fails, anyhow we have one more route is right. Then automatically traffic can go by a 0/1. So this type of routing we call floating static route. Okay. Floating static route. Static routes configured to provide a backup path in event of link failure of primary routes. So floating static route is only used when primary route is not available. Like how to configure floating static routes? Floating static route is configured with a higher administrative distance than primary route. Okay. Now primary route AD value is a 1. Secondary route AD value is I have configured 10. For 0/0 AD value is 1. For 0/1 AD value is 10. Out of two routes, which will work? 0/0. If it's a phase, then automatically 0/1 traffic can go. So like we can provide the redundancy also in event static routing. So that static route is a floating static route. Okay, guys. Okay. Now again, we'll continue with the yesterday topic, which is HSRP. Let me design router redundancy protocol. First, copy the configuration part. IP route 0/0/0/0 serial 0/0 AD value is 110. R1, R2. ISP1, ISP2. Which topologies, guys, is it? Router redundancy topology. Which topology is this? ISP1, ISP2. ISP redundancy. This is a router redundancy. Not only router redundancy, here we have ISP redundancy also, right? ISP1, ISP2, both is available. Now traffic can go via R1 and R2. To manage this, we used to configure protocol is what? HSRP protocol. So what is the mechanism of HSRP? Active and standby router. Let's consider R1 is a active. R2 is a standby. Now, LAN user traffic can reach internet via R1 or R2. Via which router? R1 router. Why? Why? Because R1 is a active. When exactly R2 router will come in the picture? That's my main question. If R1 fails, then only, right? So how R2 will come to know R1 is being failed? Sorry, how R2 will come to know R1 is being failed? Based upon what? Hello packets. So R1 router and R2 router, for every 3 seconds, they used to exchange hello packets. So whenever hellos is not receiving R2 router, then only will come in the picture, right? Okay, now R1 is okay, R2 is okay, ISP1 is okay, ISP2 is okay. Now traffic is going via R1 router, ISP1 and internet. Everything is going good and well. Like after some time, my router is okay, gateway is okay. The problem is a ISP1 is fails. The link between ISP1 router 1 is a fails, or maybe ISP is down. If ISP is being failed, now users can reach internet. If ISP is being failed, R2 will come in the picture. No. When R2 will come in the picture? If R1 fails, then only. But the problem is here, R1 is okay, ISP is down. So even this topology also we are not getting internet access. We have number of 2 routers is there. We have 2 ISP links are available, but full redundancy is there. But still, if ISP is being failed, we are not able to reach internet. What is the topology? Then how we can reach internet? Like how R2 will come to know R1 ISP fails? Like when exactly R2 will come in the picture? If R1 fails, is not receiving hello packet, will wait for 10 seconds, then only it will become active. But my scenario is here, R1 is okay. If R1 is okay, means what is the R1 is doing is every 3 seconds sending hello packet to R2 router. Then what R2 will understand? Okay, R1 is okay, R1 is okay. I'm receiving hello packet. But already my ISP been failed. What R2 is thinking is, I am okay, I'm forwarding traffic. I am okay, I'm forwarding traffic. But even R1 don't know ISP been failed. It's just forwarding to traffic to ISP. ISP is going to drop the traffic. And how we can reach internet? So to manage this type of network also now, what network engineers has to do means, so we need to keep monitor ISP traffic, ISP link. Like 24/7, we need to monitor ISP is a active or down. Active or down. So not only our network, we need to monitor ISP network also. Like how we can monitor ISP is active or not? Like how we can check PC1, PC2 both are communicating, not how generally we can check. Like between the 2 devices, communication has been enabled or not. How we can check? Command is what? Ping command, right? The same thing, like how network administrator can find out ISP network. We need to do ping to ISP network. At how many times? At what time? At how many minutes and how many seconds? So we need to ping to ISP for what? 24/7 need to ping. So if you send the ping package like continuous ping message, continuous echo message to ISP, then what ISP will do? So from customer side, I'm receiving 24/7 traffic. ISP bandwidth is wastage. No, ISP, we don't allow that. So we are going to making one. What are you doing? You're making one IP service level agreement. Like I'm telling to ISP, like I want to monitor your traffic ISP, so let me allow to my ping traffic for 24/7. So I'm sending continuously echo messages, ping messages to your network. So whenever you're not giving the reply, then I inform to my router. So R1 router, my ISP is down, then what R1 do? Will inform to R2 router, then R2 will take the role of active router, then uses traffic and reach internet. If you are not monitoring continuous traffic to ISP, then how we can come to know ISP is being failed or not, right? One, you need to send echo messages. Whenever echoes are not giving a reply, then R1 will understand if something went wrong to ISP, it is being failed. Now R1 will inform to R2, will take the role of act. Concept is a IP SLA, IP service level agreement. The best and simplest way to achieve WAN redundancy on Cisco devices. So what we need to use? IP SLA tracking. So what exactly IP SLA will do? Uses traffic, active traffic monitor technology, monitor continuous traffic on the network. Okay, you can copy it now. Right. Let me continue with securing administrative access. All the topics are the part of Cisco security. We continue with securing administrative access. Like how to secure administrative accesses. What are the scenarios? We take one example here and then we'll discuss. This is my head office router. Practicals like practical generally which is configured by service providers. So we need to configure it, maintained by ISP. Okay. R1. We have configuration is there, but the proper verification we don't get. R1 LAN port to LAN user. R1 IP address is 10.0.0.1. R1 IP 10.0.1 and R2 IP is 192.168.1.1 something. Generally R1, R2, how they are connected? R1 is connected to internet. Even from R2 was connected via internet. Both routers are connected via internet. Internet is a public network. R1 LAN users, one of the LAN user is trying to log into R1 router. Generally, how to log into router? What is the service we use to log into router? The service we use what? Telnet. So Telnet space R1 router IP is 10.0.0.1. So once if we Telnet, now router will ask the password, right? It's asking password. If he's asking the password means your router is secure or not. Your router is secured. Then what will think? Yeah, my router is secured. If password is not is password is not asking, directly you're getting the R1 user mode. Then your router is secured. But already we have configured passwords and is asking the password means our router is secured. Okay, now I'm entering my router password is a CCNA. Now I can get R1 user mode. So can get R1 user mode, or directly can get R1 privilege mode. So first mode is what? R1 user mode, and typing if we command enable, again a router will ask the password, right? To get the privilege mode. If he's not asking the password, not secure. If he's asking the password means what? You're secure. And now password is a Cisco. Now only I can get login to which mode is a, I can access which mode? Privilege. So from the privilege mode, now I can execute all the show commands. Show running, show startup, show run, like all the show IP table, show IP route, all the information, right? This is all the traffic from my computer to router fast Ethernet to your PC. This is the path. Everything is okay, fine, good and well. From the same computer, from this computer, can I log into R2 router? Can I Telnet to R2 router, guys? So my device and R1 both are the same LAN. I can log in. Okay, okay, no issue. It's clear. But my question is, from the same computer, can you log into R2 router? So to log into R2 router, R1 router, R2 router should be configured protocols. If protocols are enabled, now complete communication has been enabled, right? Then you can log in. Can be any protocol, RIP, OSP, if any protocol has been configured. Now the same computer, we can log into R1 router, we can log into R2 router, like any router, you can log in. Now let me Telnet for R2 router. What is the R2 router IP address? 192.168.1.1. Now R2 will ask the password. Password is CCNA. Enable. Password is Cisco. Show commands. So now you tell me guys, R2 is secured or not? Now R2 is asking the password. I enter the password. Yes, it's also secured. Maybe you're asking what? Password. Now R1 router, R2 router, both are secured or not? Yes. So we think as, but both are not secured. There is no security in the routers. You know how? So why? Because now this complete traffic after doing the telnet password enable password show command, this complete information from where to where is moving from your source device to R1 router, R1 router to internet to R2 router. Now R2 router is a reply, right? So your traffic is going via internet. Internet is the public network. Now everyone can capture your traffic. If someone is being captured, if you open that packet, so they can come to know exactly what is your telnet password and what is your enable password after login. So what show commands are being executed. So if you use a show running config, now inside the router, what are the configurations being configured? Like your IPs are LAN IP, WAN IP, your network plans. Maybe your plan is ACLs are being configured, maybe OSCP is configured, like a DHCP is configured, like complete your interface plans. Enter data is in a clear text. Enter data is in a normal text when if you use telnet service. HTTP and HTTPS. What is the difference, guys? HTTP is not secure. HTTP is secure. Why HTTP is not secure? So HTTP will send the data in a clear text format, right? The same thing similarly, Telnet also will send the entire data in a clear text. So Telnet is a remote login protocol, but is not secure. Why? We'll send your passwords, we'll send your data, enter the data in a clear normal text. Telnet is disabled actually, but even I don't have any physical router here. If physical router is there, I'll try to show you some practical. Let me try it with my Wi-Fi router. When my Wi-Fi router Telnet is being disabled, even the Wi-Fi router also is not mine. Let me capture the traffic by using Wireshark. At present, my device is connected through wireless Wi-Fi. So I'm clicking on Wi-Fi option and start the capturing the traffic. So what Wireshark is doing is, what are the traffic is being generating from my computer? Can be outgoing traffic or incoming traffic. Complete traffic is going to capture in my backend, right? So after capture has been started, let me do telnet 192.168.0.1 is disable actually We try to filter the Telnet traffic. Only one packet I have. If I open the TCP stream, showing is what, guys, here? Can you read it? Telnet disable. Like, what are the message showing here? If Telnet is enabled, you'll ask the password. If enter the password, so in this space, you can get clearly your password. Try to open that Telnet bill. Even if you open the HTTP packet also, complete information you can see here is showing a clear text, right? Your date and time, the date and time, everything. Connection is keep alive, network connectivity is checking, all those things. So what I'm telling is, by using this software, even in internet users, public users can capture the traffic. If the capture is being, if traffic is being captured, so they can come to know what's your router username and your password and enable password and show command. Enter data is a clear thing. The reason I'm telling is Telnet is not secure remote login protocol. So instead of Telnet, in the real time, we use one more remote login protocol. So that is what? SSH. Secure shell. Telnet, SSH. Both are remote login protocols. So what is the difference? Telnet is not secure. SSH is a secure. Why Telnet is not secure? Why? Because Telnet will send a normal text format and SSH will do what? Encryption form. Telnet port number 23, SSH port number 22. Remote login protocol. Telnet is used to remote login on network devices for configuration. Port number 23. Data is sent in clear text between the host and network device. It is not secure communication. Okay. See, if you do Telnet packet, SSH is secure. Right. Is a configuration. So this SSH also, to support SSH, your Cisco IOS should support 12.1 iOS version, 12.2 iOS version, 12.3 iOS version does not support for SSH. 12.4 and later, after to the 12.4, 12.5, 12.6, like 15.1. So 12.4 and later iOS versions only can support for SSH. Okay. Configuration is it. You can copy it now. router message is what? Branch office 1 console port is now available. If someone is connected to a console cable and open the office, they can enter. Directly they are accessing router user mode, right? So at present my router is not secure. Then what I'm doing is let me configure password to router console port. Line console 0 password. Password is you. Login. Exit. Exit. Again exit. The same message. Branch office 1 router console port is now available. If I try to enter the login, it's asking what? Password. So now only my router console port is now secure. If I know password, I can enter. Okay. If I type enable command, now directly you are getting a privilege mode, right? Means user mode and privilege mode is not secure. So even the junior administrators also can get the privilege mode. Then how we can prevent that? So between the user mode and privilege mode, we require to configure. We need to configure what? Enable passwords. Let me configure enable passwords. Password is a CCNA. Now for remote login purpose, if we configure line VTY 0 to 4, password is Zoom, login, transport, input. Here the options, we have a options are what? SSH and Telnet, two options. So transport input, if I use Telnet, now Telnet is only enabled. Like transport input, if I use SSH, now SSH only is enabled. But instead of that, if I use command all, now both is enabled, right? Exit. Let me save the configuration. So just now we have configured passwords to R1 router. So what passwords I have configured? Console port password, enable password, VTY password, and SSH also is configured. Is all. Now you tell me, guys, if my router is a secured or not. If as all the passwords are not configured, then you can say it's not secure. But what I have configured, console port is password is configured, enable password and VTY, even SSH is also configured. So now tell me, guys, my router is a secured or not? Secure. Okay. Now, as a senior network administrator, what I'm doing is from this computer, this is my computer, have opened one command prompt and I'm doing something telnet or I'm doing SSH, any access. Let me log into router. I log into router, have entered the passwords, I know the passwords. Now I'm working with this command. Command is what? Show running -config command. So when I'm using this command, maybe in the backside or beside my users. So we are getting a shoulder surface, like shoulder attacks, right? Shoulder surfacing. When I'm busy, I'm busy with my works. So from back end, from the backside, someone has been monitored my computer. So with the show running configuration command, now clearly showing here, enable password is what, guys? CCNA. Right? Not only enable password, if you give enter, now what is the console password? Zoom. What is the VTY password? Zoom. Like all passwords clearly showing. Now you tell me, guys, what we are thinking. So we are thinking is have configured console password, have configured enable password, VTY password, telnet. So my router is secured. So now you tell me, guys, is your router is secured? No. So when you are working on it, you are busy, but what happened, we don't know on the back end, right? Maybe someone is going the back end. They switch on your mobile. Video recording is going on. They're just standing up on the back side. They are recording your monitor. All that happening. So to avoid this type of issues, what I'm doing is let me execute one command in inside the router. Is service password encryption. So once you execute this command, service space password encryption, now I can say my router is secure. How? So when someone is trying to log in, when outside someone trying to log in, your router console port is password is unconfigured. Now when junior administrator is trying to log into senior administrator, password is configured. So if I use SSH, data is been encrypted. One more, the thing is what vulnerability is what? Shoulder surface, right? Shoulder surfing also, if I know after executing this command, service password encryption, now if I use show run command, what is the enable passwords? Encrypted. What is the console passwords? Encrypted. VDI passwords? Encrypted. Like to encrypt all passwords in your router, what are the passwords are being configured to encrypt all passwords? We use command is what? Service password encryption. Okay. Right. So console password is configured, enable password is configured, VDI, SSH, and even we have encrypted all passwords. Encrypted all passwords. Now you tell me guys, now at least now my device is secured. Yes or no? We don't know, sir. Every time you're asking, we are telling is yes, yes, but you are telling is no, right? Instead of telling locally secure. Okay. Right, right. Let me explain one more scenario here. Yeah, like all passwords are configured, passwords are encrypted, secured. The thing is, as a senior administrator, what I'm doing is I have logged into router now. I'm entering my all passwords. First password, something. I have entered password. And again, I'm typing enable. So like all passwords are being entered. Now in the privileged mode, right? Now my session in the privileged mode. So after login to my router, I got a call. I got a call from my boss. In the middle of the session, I went to my boss room. But my session is already logged in, right? Like the small basic example, like I have opened the web browser and I entered my net banking, username and passwords and OTP and everything is been entered. Now my session is ready. So for attackers, now password is not required. Now for attackers, like OTP is not required. Everything is being entered, is ready for the attack. Right? When attackers are not no need anything, right? Just directly the session is already be login. Just they can use command is a show run, or maybe they can remove configuration, or they can change the passwords. Number of possibilities is there, right? Like after login your net banking website, if you are not using the session, then what happened to your website? You log into bank website. If you are not using session for up to like 40 seconds or 1 minute, then your session automatically will be do what? Log out. Why? So why? Because to avoid the unknown users, right? The same thing like this. Now, when I log into my router privilege mode, so when I'm not using the router privilege mode, my session is not in use, the session automatically should be log out. So that thing also we can be said. Let me show you here. Configuration mode, line VTY for all 5 sessions, exact timeout, 10 or 3 space 10, means 3 minutes 10 seconds, 2 space 50, 2 minutes 50 seconds. After 2 minutes 50 seconds, if it's not in use, automatically log out. 0 space 30. What is this? 0 minutes 30 seconds. Exact timeout, like I have said, right? 0 minutes 30 seconds, only 30 seconds. We do now small practical. IP is 2.1. Opening the command prompt. Telnet 192.168.2.1. Let me enter the password. In privilege mode. Now I'm not using the session. Just idea. Now wait for 30 seconds. If it's not in use, then automatically the session is being logged out. You can see here. Connection to 2.1 closed by foreign host. Like your session has been closed now. All the security point of view, initially we used to configure passwords by configuring password. So don't think your router is secure. So password is configured, but when if the show run command in the shoulder surfacing also available, then what we are doing is, let's consider is a level 1 security. Layer 1, not that layers, why is layers? This initial security. And one more is what your passwords are being encrypted. So still we don't have the proper security, right? Then what we need to do? So when my session is being not in use, the session automatically should be log out. So we can set the time also, exact timeout also. So these all are internal security. These all are types of attacks from inside our office. See, outside person will come to your office, they can do, they will not do the shoulder surfing, right? The shoulder surfing means what? Internally, within the LAN, within the office, your junior administrator will do that. The session is already login, like outside person will come into the access this one? No. So who will access? Like within the office users, any one of the employee will come to access, right? So this is all the avoiding of internal, like inside office security. Now let's say what type of attacks from outside. Now what is the public users are doing is they are trying to log into your router. They're trying to do what? Log into router. Now one of the attacker is trying to log into router. Attacker is trying to log into router. What is the router IP address? 10.1, or else let me change the same example. IP is 192.168.2.1. Okay. So this is the attacker login. Is trying to log in. It is asking what? Password. So when attacker is trying to log into router 1, now router 1 is asking password to attacker. So means here router 1 is a secure or not? Yeah, password protected. Okay. Then what attacker will do? Will stop sending attacks? No. So what exactly attacker is doing is, okay, password has been configured, right? So let me try with some random passwords. So what attacker is doing is, they'll start number of passwords randomly, password 1, 2, 3, keep on trying, keep on trying, keep on trying. So maybe there is a chance like up to end of the day or after 2 days or after 3 days, they can get a password, right? There is a chance. So instead of making a simple password, we can configure a username also. Create what? Username also. So how to create the usernames, I will show you in the next time. Next session will show you. Just username space, username, password space, password. That's it. Let me check with some comments. Okay. See, just before I'm trying to log into my Wi-Fi router, what message you are getting here? Telnet disabled and some dots, some symbols, right? If you try to log in any corporation router, any offices, IT companies routers, similarly, we can get some messages. We call it as a banner message. So let me show you how to create the banners. Banner MOTD. Banner MOTD means message of the day. You can use any special character. You can use any symbol. Example, hash. Enter. Now I can start your text. So let me write some text here. So banner message is what? Welcome to Zoom Technologies Network. There is my banner message is designed. So banner has been finished. So what the starting symbol we have used hash, right? The same symbol to end with the same. Starting and ending the same symbol. Enter. Banner has been created. Now someone is been logged into your router. Let me log in. So just if you use Telnet 2.1, enter, you can get banner message here. Okay, like you can configure banners, banner and OTD. I'll show you. This is the command. You can copy. Configured banners in R1 router. Maybe inside your LAN users, if you log in, they can get error messages. Maybe from outside the people is trying to log in. Everyone from local login or remote login, everyone can get what banner login. So I want to tell one story about the banners. The US one university. So one of the university network is being hacked by hacker. Some X is a hacker name. Is hacked what? University net. And he demanded some amount like a ransom attacks. I think it's been done. Now university management filed a case on court against the attacker. Against the attacker. Now attacker and management of university both will went to court. So finally, a court judgment is a favor for attacker. Why? What could be the reason? Yes. It's a general question I'm asking. When attacker has been attacked some network, on university network, he done some random ransom money also, and he filed a case, but court is giving the favor for judgment for what attacker only. Why? What was the reason? What could be the reason? It's normal discussion. Anyone can give the answer. Don't think the much about technical. It's normal discussion. What could be the reasons? University security. Not proper. Okay. 1 point. Okay. See, Ram, Come on, Ankita. So hacker will share the money with court. Okay, then where is judgment, right? Where is the law? Okay. See, Ram, actually, this is your home. For your home, if you don't have a proper security, now some theft is happened. Mistake is yours. You don't file the case on the theft. You do what? Yes or no? Right. Let me explain clearly what was the problem means. The problem is, what is the problem? The problem is a banners. Yes, banners. Let's consider R1 router is a Zoom technology network, Zoom router. Now attacker is logged into R1 router. R1 means Zoom router IP is what? 192.168.2.1. Now A1 attacker is been trying to log into my network. What was the IP address? Zoom router IP is a 2.1. So now attacker is being logged in. Once you enter, what is the message? What is the message here? Can you read, guys? What is the message? Welcome to Zoom Technology Network. So Zoom office itself is saying is that Zoom is giving the welcome message. Then attacker is telling is that so Zoom technology itself is giving the welcome. They enter the network. What is the wrong with me? So in your home, like you are giving the one board here, welcome message. So welcome whom? Everyone is welcome, right? Everyone is welcome means they are entering. So what is the problem with others? So what I'm telling is that your banners should not be a welcome messages. Your banners always should be warning messages. Like if a banner is a warning message, if still he is trying to enter entering into the network, then is the problem. This is the time actually, right? But clearly you are defining welcome to Zoom technology. So Zoom itself is saying is that welcome message. Then he entered. So no wrong in the like a attacker side. This is the point actually I want to share with you. Keep in mind every time your banner message should be warning message. So let me create one more banner for second router. Banner message. Banner MOTD. Hash. Let me create some message here. Right, this is my warning message. Warning. So you have returned and entered. Banner has been finished. Symbol. Now if you log into from your computer, you do Telnet once again. Before showing is what? Welcome messages. Now if you Telnet, what is showing here it is what? Warning. What is the warning? All connections are monitored and recorded. Disconnect immediately if you are not an authorized user. If you are not authorized, disconnect immediately. Your connections are being monitored, recorded. It's a warning message. Still, if someone is being logged in, it is a crime. Okay. like we can configure passwords. Passwords are encrypted. Exact timeout. And we have created banners also. And we have one more service called Telnet and SSH for secure remote login. So these all are security. We are providing security for our router inside and outside by configuring of this like. Okay. Clear all of you? Do you have any doubts regarding these topics? Floating static routes, IP SLA, and router points of security. Actually, I don't have that file, like all the commands and the usage. Like we do one thing. You can use the help command here. Once if you log into router, just if you use the question mark. Command is what? Banner. Command is what? Planner is a command. You says what? Define a login planner. Example, host name is a command. You says what? Set systems network name. All the commands and the usage we have clearly shown. All the commands and usage. We go for interface pass Ethernet 0/0. In interface mode, use a question mark. Here we have some commands. Commands and usage also can get here. Exit is the command. Exit from interface configuration mode. Like this. Each and every user, privilege, global config, interface, all the modes we can have. Just use the question mark. You can get the list of commands and the usage also. All right. This is all about for today, and tomorrow also let me continue with some security related topics. 24th, 1, 2, 3, 4. Till we have the 5 more sessions, and we'll move on to some more important topics on security and troubleshooting level point of questions also. On interview point of questions also, I'm preparing some question and answers. The last day of our session will let me discuss clearly on about it. And I'm making some topologies for practices. I will share it in an email. So via email, I'll share you for your practice. I just started to preparing the all options. So once my preparation has been done, I'll share to you after. Okay, guys. Right. Thank you. Thanks for all of you, and meet you tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you, Balu. Thanks to all of you.